Hi everybody, Joe Fall here with instructions on how to complete your first entrepreneurial guest speaker feedback analysis in form. So here's where you find the information for the assignment. So first of all, you go to your course content and you go to guest speaker and survey files, and then 2 items down you're going to go to speaker number 1, Stephanie Richer of Stephanie Richer Photography, and here you're going to find a link to the video that you're watching now, the actual speaker video right here, the link to Stephanie's presentation, and finally the speaker feedback form. So the best way to complete this assignment is to download the form first. So that third link is going to take you to this file. Okay, your file is going to look like this, and it's a template in Word. So all you need to do is download the file, save it to your computer, maybe by your last name or something to that effect, or Stephanie Richer Photography feedback form, whatever you so choose. And then it's got 2 pages, okay, front and back, but yours are going to be, depending on how you look at it in Word, 2 pages in whatever format. So here's what you're going to complete. You're going to watch the video first, because Stephanie has a ton of information to offer. It's about 90 minutes total with Q&A. So watch the whole thing first and foremost, because that's what you signed up for. You wanted to learn how to become an entrepreneur, the different aspects or insights into being an entrepreneur. And Stephanie did such a great job in her talk that I think you would really, really enjoy it. So for the nuts and bolts of it all, though, you've got to complete the speaker feedback form. And so I broke out the same form into just simple instructions. Okay, so in the upper portion here that I've got highlighted in the green block with the number 1, you're going to put your name. Okay, the guest speaker's name, Stephanie Richer, the company name, speaker's position and title, and the industry that they're in. And then the second part is where you're really going to need to watch the presentation to answer the questions, the 10 blanks that says list the 10 characteristics specific to her talk. So Stephanie Richer's presentation lasted just under 90 minutes. Be sure to watch it. I'm reading this from the form. Be sure to watch it in its entirety, gain the most knowledge from her experience, and to capture all the details needed to maximize your grade on this assignment. In her discussion, Stephanie outlined a grouping of 10 or more, notice the italics here, characteristics, the mindset and skill set, hard and soft skills, that a person needs to be a professional photographer. And then I'm asking you to go ahead and list those 10, okay? And so that's section 2. Section 3 is where you're going to take the content from section 2 and you're going to go to the textbook and you're going to tie the practical to the theory from the textbook. So what we're asking you to do here is to go to the textbook and find the chapter, the page, okay, and the topic that relates to her message, which again goes back to the characteristics, mindset, and skill set that a person needs to be a photographer, or just in general an entrepreneur. So then what you're going to do is you're going to note the page or the chapter, okay, it's a drop-down box, and then you're going to click there to cite the page that you found it on, and here you're going to either use the exact quote, okay, or paraphrase it, okay. And then when you switch over to item number 4, this is going to ask you to take the content of her conversation and go to an external source, like entrepreneur.com is a great source, and do the same thing. Go to that source, and you can copy and paste it here. That's fine. I'm not going to consider that plagiarizing. Something that supports her theory. So what you're doing, or her practical approach to things. So you're looking at her practical approach, which you're doing in step 2, and in step 3 and 4, you're tying. In step 3, you're tying her practical approach to textbook theory, and in step 4, you're tying it to an outside source. So at the end of the day, you're going to see that what she's saying makes sense and ties to the theory, and also in practical application outside through that external source. In items number 5, 6, and 7, you're going to just give your opinion on how the skills and abilities that Stephanie outlined are applicable to the average college student or employee, generally speaking. Number 6, rate the speaker. What do you think about her? And you're going to have a drop-down box that's going to say 1 would be excellent, 2 would be very good, 3 would be okay, and 4 would be poor, and then your opinion on the presentation. So, and then once you're done with this form, then save the file and go ahead and upload it to the Dropbox, and you are done. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to give me a phone call, 865-774-5814, or drop me a line in eLearn, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thanks, and I hope you have a good day.